Well, good morning, guys. It has turned into another beautiful morning out here. Had a little bit of thunder, a little bit of rain last night. Wasn't sure what I was gonna wake up to, but man, that's beautiful. Well, I'm gonna start getting camp packed up, and we're moving on to Tupper Lake today. I'm gonna hopefully get that lean-to, maybe a few more walleye, a few pike. Oh, man. Feels good. Feels good to be out here. Even at 6 a.m. Wow, this is still smoldering. Gotta put that out before I go. Geez, you could almost cook over that. It's starting to look like it might rain a little bit. Oh, wow. Fire's out. Camp's all cleaned up, torn down. Everything's all packed up. Time to get the canoe in the water. Get on the move. Real nice morning to be out here. The sun's not beating down on me. I'm not sweating already before 7 a.m. Well, it actually is 7 now. I've gotten pretty good about packing up camp and being on the move and eating breakfast, you know. I mean, when you talk about waking up, making the food, packing everything up, letting yourself wake up, I think 45 minutes to an hour is pretty good. I'm coming to the end of any state land here. Quickly passing into all of the private section of the river. You're gonna start seeing houses and, if anything like last year, horses and cars and everything. Imagine what this all looked like before we marred the land with our presence. It had to have been something so special. I bet you this river was probably full of trout. I know that Long Lake used to be full of trout till, I don't think they were guides, but two fellows got caught crusting deer, which is chasing a deer out onto thin ice and getting it to fall through and then harvesting them. Super unethical, super illegal even back then. And they got arrested for it, got in trouble for it, and as retaliation, they apparently stocked a ton of pike into Long Lake that ate all the trout, and now that's why we have the pike population we have on Long Lake. It's became an excellent pike fishery, but yeah, apparently back in the day that was all just big brookies. Probably some lake trout too in the deeper part, but yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy how much we've changed everything up here. One thing I definitely want to look into when I get home, I'm curious about, is if the walleye that I'm catching here are native or if they were stocked somewhere at some point. I don't think there's that many lakes in the Adirondacks that walleye are native to. I didn't think so, at least, but that's going to have to be a little research I do when I get home. There were a few things that I wanted to research when I get home. The history on Catlin Bay, where I stayed with my father that first night. I always like learning where places got their names from and everything like that. I already did the research on Camp Riverdale that I saw on my map. That used to be a Boy Scouts camp. I do want to look into where my campsite was last night, 22. The earth had been flattened there and cut in a way that made it look like there was a structure there at some point. So I'd love to find out about that. Some of this stuff is tough, though. If someone didn't write it down 100, years ago, or however long ago it was, it's just lost. That information's gone. That knowledge is gone. Never probably to be known again. Or, you know, the people who would know, the oral tradition, I'm sure they're getting older and older, fewer and far between. So it takes somebody out there learning this stuff, I guess. I don't know. It interests the hell out of me. Yeah, look at this now. Coming right back up on a main thoroughfare here, Route 30. Stephanie and I always actually pass by this section of river on almost every trip up here we've got to make. Getting anywhere past Tupper Lake, at least, you know, when we go to the Adirondacks or St. Regis. Yeah, I would kill to have like a time machine, or even just a device that let me view through it and get a glimpse of all of this 100 years ago, 200 years ago, prehistoric times, you know. That would be so damn cool. I probably sound like such a nerd right now. Maybe I am. I'm gonna fish this spillway quick. Wow, it's really jammed up. I think beavers did that. Look at that. That's crazy. I'm excited to fish Tupper Lake. I've always wanted to, and the one chance we had, you know, you all know what happened. So I'm excited to get in, get set up, get some food in me, and then maybe get back out here fishing if this weather's like this. Oh, I might finally get to hear some loon action too. I see two of them right there. I'm not even gonna try to point the camera at them. You'll never see them. But yeah, should be arriving at camp soon. Man, there is really not a great flat spot to put the tent. I mean, I guess maybe right kind of where I've set my bag here is the only place I can kind of see it. Whoa. Whoa! Look at this guy. Come on, get off me. What the heck? Alright. I gotta find somewhere to set this tent up before it rains. If it's gonna, I don't know what it's gonna do here. But yeah, I'm hungry and I need to get camp set up. Yeah, it looks like that storm just ended up running a little late, because it is definitely here. Rumbling thunder, big gusts of wind. It probably doesn't sound like it's raining much because I'm right under, kind of sheltered under a tree here where I am, so it's not really hitting the tent that much, but it's definitely raining out there. I know I'm sort of sheltered in here, just hoping that this clears up, passes after a while, and that I'll be able to get out there and fish. But if not, maybe a nice nap's in order, huh? I mean, never hurt nobody. But yeah, I'm just gonna be kind of hanging out under here for a little while and waiting for things to clear up. I think it might be over. I hope at some point I'm able to get it on camera while I'm out here. The loons, I don't know if it's the terrain around here or something, but it like echoes this hauntingly beautiful sound that they make all throughout this marsh that I'm camped near. It's amazing. Oh my God. This is just the best place to be. And it might be confusing that I say that at every campsite. I don't mean the campsites. I mean out here in the Adirondacks. This is something special here. Man, I don't know what I would do without it. Almost seems like maybe I could get out there and fish. Maybe I'll make up a real lunch now that it's stopped raining and hop in the canoe and see if we can come up with something. There's got to be pike all back here. Look how weedy it is. I bet you'll do good with the whopper plopper tonight too. Exciting. Exciting stuff. Hey, we got one. What do we got here? Whoa! It's really yanking me around. Is this a pike? Oh, stay out of the weeds. Oh, it's a monster largemouth. Wow. Oh no, he's down in the weeds. Come on. Oh, he's huge. He won't fit in the net. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait till you see this. Whoo! Look at that beauty. Look at the size on that thing, that big old mouth. Whew. That's a nice Tupper Lake largemouth, man. Wow. How big are we looking at here? How long? Only 18 inches, but certainly a fat fish. Wow. Wow, nice way to start the fishing. Holy cripes. I thought I had a big pike on. It may not be remote wilderness, but man, this is pretty beautiful. Whew. I'd really love to pick up a few more fish. I can't believe I got that huge bass right off the bat and then couldn't find anything else back there. I don't know, maybe that's why he was so big though. He just had rule of that whole marshy area I was fishing. I doubt it though. I think I got a small pike here. Oh yeah, he's tiny. A lot of small pike on this trip. Small guy. But a pike. Yeah, it looks like it's just gonna be those couple fish for me tonight. I'm heading in. I gotta make some dinner. Definitely thinking about whipping up that hamburger helper. That sounds really good right now. And the good and nice part about it is I'm not too far away from my campsite where I was fishing. Yeah, starting to work on dinner here while I still got some light left. I got the macaroni, the sauce, the instructions, not that I really need them, and some ground beef rehydrating right here. And I'll cold soak that for like 15 minutes and then throw it all in the pan, get it boiling, and then let it simmer. It's gonna be really good. Definitely a fitting meal for tonight. And yeah, that lake, well, I guess I'm in the marsh, but just becomes more and more beautiful as that sun sets. I know I've probably thrown that adjective around so much it's become meaningless, but it's just completely stunning being out here. Yeah, it's looking like dinner's just about ready here. Noodles are soft. Beef is not like gravel at all, which most people who, I mean, I think I've mentioned this in a few videos. The way to keep your ground beef from becoming gravel and just being completely inedible is to mix breadcrumbs in with it before you boil it. And you have to boil it. You have to get the least amount of fat content you can get. Boil it, pour boiling water over it. Just go watch Kevin Outdoors' video on dehydrating and rehydrating food. He covers everything you need to know in much greater detail than I ever could here. So yeah, I'm gonna sit down in front of this fire, listen to these loons calling out there, and enjoy a real nice meal. Well, dinner's all taken care of, dishes are all taken care of. I had a few s'mores, and it's probably time to head into bed if I want to wake up early and try to do some fishing. It was an absolutely great day. That bass was such a lunker. I can't wait to show Grandpa that when I get home. And yeah, I've just been kind of sitting here, admiring the lights from the town of Tupper Lake nearby and everything. I can see so much of it from here. I wish the GoPro could pick it up. I can clearly see the main highway there, all the lights from people's different camps, the lights from the actual city off behind my camp a little bit. I mean, it's not quite the same as being out on a completely pitch black remote wilderness lake, but it does have its qualities. I have a feeling I'm gonna get a good night's sleep tonight, fall asleep to that wind blowing, and hopefully by the time I wake up it will have calmed down enough that I can paddle out to that bridge that I want to fish. So I'm gonna pack it in, and I'll see you all in the morning. Let's see what kind of day we're dealing with out here. Oh my gosh. Look at that sunrise. All right, let's get out and fish. Not a bad largemouth there. I guess I turned the camera off while I was fighting him. What the heck? Yeah, I tried drop shotting in front of the bridge a little bit, but I just keep getting blown around. There's not really a huge wind, but I can't really stay on top of the spot I want. And when I can, I'm just getting my worm torn apart by panfish, so I figured I'd try trolling a little bit. It's like 30 feet of water here, so I put on my deepest divers, and I'm just gonna make a few passes up and down. If that doesn't work, I'll probably throw on a jig, give that a little try, and I'll probably have to get out of here around 9, because that's when the wind's really supposed to start picking up, and I don't want to have to fight that on the way back. Plus, I'll have to have breakfast. Even when trolling deep lures, I just keep getting these big old rock bass. What the heck, man? I got time for a few more passes here. Well, I've been out here a few hours. The wind's starting to pick up. I'm getting hungry. I think I'm gonna paddle my way back to camp. There's really not even a way for me to troll here with how shallow and weedy it is the whole way back. I'm basically just gonna be paddling. All right, let's go make some strawberry pancakes. I don't know how they're gonna come out. I always have trouble using the combination of this pan and this stove, so we'll see. Maybe I got that heat dialed in this time. Yeah, so the first one came out pretty good. Didn't tear apart when I flipped it, so got another one in there. Enough batter for probably one more. Oh man, I can't wait to eat. All right, I think it's time. Let's see if we can do this. Nice, nice. Delicious. It seems like the wind's finally starting to calm down a bit out there. So I'm gonna throw on the life jacket, get the poles ready, and see if maybe we can find some pike. I'd like to find at least a couple like real big ones before I'm done, but you know, I'm not greedy. I'll take what I get. No matter what, it's gonna be a good night out there fishing. Look how pristine that is. Hey, we finally got a bass. That took some work. Not a big guy, but it's a fish. Whoops. Jeez, sorry about that, guys. There's a boat coming, but I don't think I'm in its way. Not bad. Nice little, I don't know, maybe 1 pounder. Off he goes. Hopefully get a little bit bigger. Or become pike food, and that pike will get a little bit bigger. I guess it's time I start working my way back towards camp. Sun's starting to set, and I'm getting a little hungry. And I don't know, the bite's not too hot tonight. But like I said before, I could not complain. I've had such good fishing on this trip. I'm going home quite the happy camper, as it were. I'll get in, start working on, I think I'm gonna make the other hamburger helper I have. It's different. I think it's like a beef stroganoff type one, so that should be good. Get the fire going, have a little bit of the whiskey I got left, and enjoy my last night out here. Oh, look at this mountain I'm paddling towards here. All of it laid out around me. That is just so gorgeous. I'm not sure what mountain that is there. I'll have to look it up on my map, but it really looks like there's a fire tower on top of it from here. I doubt you could see it on the GoPro, but I really think I see something sticking up at the point. Figured I might as well get the fire going while dinner's cooking. It'll be nice to sit right next to that and eat. It's the best way to eat a meal out here, just sort of The heat from that, especially on like a chillier night like this, the heat, the light, the crackling, it's so nice. It's a beautiful night out there too. I don't know if the camera can see it, but that's what I was mentioning before, all those lights across the water of the town, people's camps, people's houses, the thruway or out there, or the main highway. Gorgeous. Yeah, so my dinner's all ready here. Just gonna let that cool down a little bit. Got the fire going nice and warm. And I'm gonna make up a quick cup of my last packet of pink lemonade and enjoy my last dinner of the trip. Should be a good one. It's been a great day, great trip. I can't wait to get back and see Stephanie though. That's always a real highlight. But yeah, I'm gonna sit back and relax and enjoy this nice meal next to the fire. Well, I just made what are probably going to have to be my last 3 s'mores. They are just a melted, disgusting mess. And it's hard to even get one out of there in one piece. But yeah, got a nice fire going. It's been a really nice night, just hanging out here, relaxing, soaking in that 80K air before I have to go home tomorrow. I really hope that I can get a couple fish on the way out. It'd be great to get one more pike before I go home. But, you know, no matter what happens, this has been probably probably one of the best trips I've ever gone on. If not the best. Solo trip, or I don't know. It's tough to compare a solo trip with the trips with Stephanie. It almost feels like comparing apples to oranges. Or not even just Stephanie, like anyone else who I go on trips with. It's such a different experience. If you are someone who only gets out on trips like this with someone else, should really try doing it solo sometimes. It's a completely unique experience with all its own trials and tribulations, but also rewards. It's something I really can't put into words. You have to see it for yourself. But yeah, I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit, relax a little bit more, and soon I'll be crawling into that sleeping bag and waking up tomorrow and getting ready to head out of here. But while I'm, sitting here, I do want to say thank you guys for watching these videos. All of you who like and comment and subscribe. I love talking to you guys in the comments and everything like that. And really appreciate your support. So, yeah, I'm going to turn in tonight. But hopefully there's a few more fish ahead for you guys to see before I get out of here. Wow, another beautiful sunrise out here. Oh my gosh. Look at that. A little wind blowing this morning, but not that bad. I think I'm gonna get out there and make a few whopper plopper casts before coming in and making breakfast and getting camp all torn down. Totally forgot to bring out my life jacket, but I'm in only a couple feet of water. It's probably not a big deal. Just gonna be making some topwater casts at these reeds quick. This wind is just blowing me around. I can't fish like this. I can barely get my lure down, and it's not even that deep here. I mean, I'm like at high speed, just launching me down the lake here. What the heck? I can't believe it's like this already. I'm gonna have a tough time paddling out of here later, that's for sure. I'm just gonna do up an easy breakfast of some oatmeal And it's actually a little chilly with the wind blowing, so I'm gonna make some hot chocolate. I haven't had any on this trip. It's been so hot, so this is the morning to do it. Well, it's definitely a lot windier out than I wanted it to be while doing this, but what are you gonna do? I'm gonna load up the canoe and just take it real carefully getting through here. Hopefully that marsh will really protect me from really any, I mean, it looks like no waves are kicking up that bad or anything, but I can't really see the open part of the lake yet. But I'm only heading to that opposite shore, like a mile away, so not so bad. Get everything set up. Probably won't really be able to troll my way over there. I think I'm just going through really shallow, weedy water, but we'll see. Definitely a rough one out there. These weeds all through here, bulrush weeds, I think they are, something like that. They really help me out. If you look, if the camera can see out there, it's in the open, there's big waves and whitecaps. I think all these kind of prevent it. They dissipate it a little bit. So that prevented really too hairy of a crossing. I came in pretty easy. Got all the stuff up here, just waiting for Stephanie to show up. So that's about the end of this one. Just want to say once again, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.